tautua ma le au nanga le mot tau sa mo service station nei tona I matu. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale ma le tele o nisi o matu au nanga ese ese. Ai le ngata foi le ma tau te sia ke ina fo I lau ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Apa itu yang baik Pak Olosa? Awalnya telepon, matu tu siapa lah yang voice mau lah ucapan. Mulu no posilah dia, mua tapi lah ucapan le peaut. Mua tapi lah telefon ni time me utu ina lah ucapan. Malah baik ngamul. Mana tua fu? Matua I fasa ina lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga pa pe. Ota Samoa. Ole mota mo Samoa. Mado te fia au na pe mo o Samoa. Maftaila fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Ela wana faila whaakau. Ili tupele na mai talo for voucher. Ela wana whaakau ma me te mga oi. Ili voucher. Tai fu se fa na ila se mai ole. Talo for voucher mo wai whaakau ma ne ai ole ya so. Ya no fat.
Talofa lava everyone, malole so for mawa male langi mama. How are you today? Man, today I'm feeling a little bit lonely, but it's okay. A warm Pacific greetings to everyone that's tuned in. If you haven't already seen, we do have a special guest today. The beautiful Nina Schmidt is joining us today. But before we head into our special guest, we're going to check out what happened over the weekend. Yes, Claudia's not here today, but that's okay. I have got enough smile in me for the both of us. Claudia, I do miss you, girl, but it's all right. Like we've mentioned every time on the show here at Blue, we're all about prioritizing our family first. So, Claudia, our love is going out to you. But anyways, how was that manu game? Claudia and myself were super blessed to be sponsored some tickets. Thank you to Blue Wave who sent the hosts out. So let's talk a little bit about that. We've got a few images here to share with the team. Check that out. Yes, I had the opportunity to take a photo with the beautiful Miss Samoa featured there, who was there to support our manu boys. But of course, we had the winner featured here, who picked up her tickets and then decided to tag along with the team. So once again, congratulations to our two winners, Elia and Mele. Thank you so much for your love and support. And of course, we've got the power couple right here, and also the owner of Ava Active Apparel, who are just awesome. And I think I'm just looking at a few of the comments that are coming through. Yes, a shout out to Bonnie and Kelsey. Thank you so much for your love and support. The team, the vibe was crazy. There we have a team who obviously came through Doko Uso hard, even though the team Tonga lost to Manu, the vibe, the atmosphere was amazing. We've got a TikTok. Also, let's go straight into that TikTok because the awesome Rachel really brought that vibe over the weekend, and we are still talking about how her video clip went viral. Check this out. That was the vibe over the weekend. Yes, myself and Claudia checked out the game, even with Asiata. It was an awesome vibe. So congratulations to the Manu boys who went away with the win. And also, a massive shout out to the sponsors and to all of the businesses that have backed the Manu Samoa team up as well. Talking about sponsors, a massive shout out to our sponsors, Pacific Easy, Pacific 40, Maoto Samoa Sei Oriana, Seki Works, and of course the Pacific Business Hub. Look, it is a very busy week this week for the Blue Team. We have Kiribati Language Week, so today we thought before we head over to our special guest that we have today, we will throw in there the phrase for the day, which is mau po ania, which is nurturing. So that is the word for the word for the day. So happy Kiribati Language Week. We're going to play that straight after this. But joining us is Nina from MSL Training. If you've got questions about the courses and the amazing work she does for our community, comment them below before she heads on to the show. We're going to invite her shortly. So stay tuned, everyone.
Maori, arau te kita pōtau. Mea pune yan.
Tau tua mara au nanga mo tau sa mo service station nei tona i mata. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale, ma le tele o nisi o mata au nanga i se ese. Ai le ngata foi le, ma tau te sia ke ina fo i lo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Afai foi vai pa olosa. Awala te pon, ma tu te siapa lah yang foi mau lah ucapan. Molo no posila mua, tapi lau tak vale pe out. Mua, tapi lau telefon ni tai meu tu ina lau tak vale. Mala vai ngamulu. Mana tua fo e matua I whasaina lo tau makitapa ai no fuanga whapeni. Ota Samoa, ore ma ota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au na pea mo oi Samoa. Maftaila fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Te la wana whailau whaakau. I le tupele na mai le talo for voucher. I le wana whaakau ma me te mga oi i le voucher. Tai fu i se whanau le lapsi mai o le talo for voucher o mawai whaakau mane ai o le so. Ia no whaat.
Talofa love everyone, and welcome back to BluTable Talanoa. We do have the beautiful Nina Schmidt. As promised, she's here, guys, to help us through just a few questions on how she and her team can help everyone in the community, not just certain people, but everyone. Look, I've just seen a few questions po fair ia fa mole molea ia o lai pisia le fale, but you can catch him every Saturday, which is his normal spot. 7 o'clock in the morning. You already know. But I'll ring E.T. say umavili aku E.T. today. It is Nina's time, and Nina is going to do Nina. Sis, please, can you give us a little bit of an intro? Because I'm sure everyone's wondering what villages would do all the forms.
Okay.
I know I didn't ask you before, but you know, I'm sure everyone's like, lo gela, lo gela.
Okay. So talofa lava, everyone. Thank you, Pea, and thank you, Blue TV, for having me on board today. So, my name is Penina Tautele Schmidt. I am from the villages of Safotu. That's my dad's village. Yay! And my mom is from the village of Whalefa in Upolu. So yes, I am the youngest daughter of Peter and Karameli Schmidt out of 3 girls. I've hailed from Pango and raised in Samoa for the last, I think from the ages of when I was born right up till 17.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm one of those fresh off the boats. But I am currently working for MSL Training as a course and careers advisor. And basically a little bit about my role here at MSL Training, as Pea mentioned. So I'm there as that person that can help talk to you guys a little bit more what your options are in terms of your studies, or also staircasing you into careers of study.
I explained earlier, during the break as well, to Nina that, you know, for myself, it's, and I'm just speaking from experience, only long term, like going to study for like a long time. When I was young, I left school to help mum and dad. Can, you know, and this is something you know, in our Samoan, and especially our Pacific community, it is so important that we, you know, leave to go see mum and dad, or because of that financial strain. So can you, is this where you come in to help our Pacifica people out?
Yeah, no, thank you, Pea. So, being from Makala koe, Pea, ko kele o tatu a inga le iai, pe wa maa sangi fo ika koule ngi I atunu umamau, whaapelo wa umawa o ngā tatu whanau. I o le siromina so ole o whaingan benga. E pe ole benga le gaming e. So, and it's, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, for ya, but I think it's the way that we've started to, you know, it's there already for us. There's nothing else that we move towards to, because o maa sangi ka ko I le whaangasolongo o le umolo le aonga. Aluro so nganwenga, just because we want to help our parents. O le peo ka ko leo mai Samoa po o ka ko le Samoa. You know, it's hard. It's very hard. But for me personally, I would risk anything just to help my parents, because at the end of the day, I see the struggles too that my parents had to go through to raise me. So of course I will take that chance to give back to my mum and dad. But ole panolo e ngia kako, loa e moa wa o ngā fuli. So e pe se kau wha manata te kako mātua. Olo I iai lea panua, a whapea lea o inga tatu whanau I koe ngā kose se fuli short term. When I mean short term, it's only a 15 weeks course, but our children will come out of with skills that they're able to secure sustainable employment. Po ngā ruenga whainga le lima whai o ngā ngā ia toi se tūlanga whenga le ele lei, I kau tupe po se tūlanga whenga le ia ngā solo I lisi level koe ngā nganuinga iei wa. I'm not being sad, but I'm just thinking, because most of us, pau nganuinga le reo kako, o le labouring jobs.
Yeah.
O ko kele ko kanga kai mai straight into labouring.
But you know what, and it is, I think we need to change our mindset.
Exactly.
Change our mindset, because you can be anything that you want. And you know, the services that are available now, or services I couldn't even get that help when I was younger.
That's right.
I lewa with Nina and her team. And Nina you know, and so she can help with that language barrier. But I think
it's funny that you mentioned that Pea. Being just as when I started with MSL training, most of our parents are not aware. But there's heaps of services that's out there for our children to tap into. So here at MSL Training, there are free courses available for you to study retail customer service or hospitality. There's also police preparation, as well as English and our supported learning. But, you know, just to touch on the courses that we have, o courses here, o le fai every day. I fa pela la ki ngofo le fale. O la ki ringi lau fale, wa koe ngā whiawia le fai ka ko ngi le fale ka ko mākua. So, but at the end of the courses, o le molo qualification. Ngā mawhainga molo nganuinga.
Yeah. And Nina, I know I did have a list of questions there. Just any questions that comes to mind. But, you know, you're talking about that, but I know at the end of the day, you mentioned we earn those qualifications that's required. I think, I'm going to be honest, you know, a lot of our students or our young children, it's for me, to a certain place study because all the mentality it's two different levels. But I think just change their mindset a little bit. I think any help or any assistance with any education is still important. And you know, and not everyone are able to afford the big schools, and I'm talking about and I'm not trying to in any way say that it's bad, anything. But for now, I think for myself, I probably see a wala that's affordable or that's free. Is that a service? It's still similar. The qualification.
You know. We're being honest here. So if pe foi ngau sawa wi mai Samoa, ole ke le se singa o afaling o fa nga solongo le o la ngai Samoa. Kan pe foi ngai. Ke no fika ko I o mo ko ai competition a me uma when you come here, it's an open, it's a full environment ngai e man mafo fa foi ko nga kai ngai. Ele ke le esa o e mafo fa wi si fa pe walu lo e UT. Quite top, quite top. I had MIT. But you know, like you mentioned, education. I've heard so much of So again, I encourage it doesn't matter where you're going to attain your qualification. The main thing is, and the key is, one, again, it's for free. It is a short-term course. You will earn that qualification at a foundation entry level, and then you will potentially progress into employment at the end of it.
And you know, and the other thing is as well for me, just speaking from experience, because I don't want to, you're up here for me. Well, who is she comparing? I'm comparing it to myself, so I don't want to offend anyone.
Yes, that's right.
So for myself, you know, when I was growing up, I couldn't afford to, you know, yes, mum and dad really wanted o kia onga a. But for me, as a child being raised as a Pacific woman, young lady, I wanted to help mum and dad to leanga o langa o ngā waru e whaingaluenga a. Yes, I worked so hard and I managed to do this and this. But during my time at work, they provided, like a block course, is it what they call it? Small little courses, 8 weeks in, just to quickly add a little bit of, so that I can gain that knowledge. And I have to admit, now that I've worked and have this experience, I think I can confidently say I could probably go to AUT now.
Okay.
I won't because I have a family, but maybe potentially like a course as well.
Definitely,
It was that mindset growing up.
Absolutely.
Because it's not a certain, but it's actually, I didn't go to AUT but I am looking, and the team here at Blue are helping us with small, little classes that we're doing. Laura's been amazing, helping us with classes. Jackie as well. So it's not always about the top.
No, to be honest with you, we're talking personal here. For me, as I was growing up in Samoa, holding that piece of paper will do your parents proud, your ainga proud, And for me, I was the youngest out of 3 girls, and looking at my sisters attaining their qualifications, here I am thinking, we are le mo lo degree, kulia malo ainga, this owner of mama, dad. It's so much pressure, and as being the youngest, I had to pursue studies, and so I ended up pursuing my studies here at AUT. So I followed through. I wanted to make my parents happy and getting that piece of paper. And so I ended up graduating with a degree in Bachelor of Business, majoring in Marketing and Management in AUT. But again, that was more so of ensuring I'm just putting it out there, so I don't want to offend anybody, but it's so much pressure on us, the young ones now, to be able to do that for our parents. But at the end of the day, it did them proud. It did myself proud because it's an achievement also for me. But at the end of the day, regardless of what you attain, the outcome is that you're happy too. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to do things that you're not happy about as well, or happy to do, because I just find it,
like I have to, and this is an example as well, I'm so happy with where I'm at, that I neka all day off. I never.
That's good.
So, and that's where you find it. But look, we've been talking about the courses, and it's free. Again, it's free, and it's Nina's here to help our people, to gain that extra knowledge, because we're actually quite capable.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very, and a lot of people and a lot of our youngsters, they're quite,
talented. Yep,
They just
young entrepreneurs too.
Yeah, they just need a little bit of a push in the right direction.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is, it doesn't matter what where you go to study. That extra qualification is going to help, of course. But I'm not saying don't go to school.
No. We're encouraging education.
Is
key to
important.
success. Yes. Yeah.
Even though I think it was you funds back in the day where did you?
No, I'm too young, girl.
Oh yeah, okay. So anyways, I used to go to this place called U Funds. Yeah. So I'm just saying that it's important, because
But you know what? Look at where you are now, girl.
Yes, but again, I've had to do a few courses in between roles and work, and it is to help and give you extra knowledge. But the courses, and as an advisor, obviously you have a special skill. Because we can talk all of this jazz up, but you have a special skill, because some of these students don't actually, they need to be connected with someone and relate to them. What skill do you have to help with our kids nowadays? Because it's quite hard.
Yeah, no, definitely. When I first started MSL Training, I saw that there was a lot of potential to connect i ka kokamaikia, and the majority of our students who were enrolled into our programs are all PIs. But I see game wa makanga kau kulia fa from an officer because I'm so loud. But it's just basically that's my power of connecting with the students. Afa pe foi fi enroll so far now in MSL. Yeah, be prepared ke la kama okay ngia so uma. But you know, okay ngia kuanga ka meki ko ang klaonga. Ala kalia mau aku. Yeah, but it's my way of connecting because not only I speak the language, but I think I have that that support or that connection with them, you know. Ke lo la ko pe fi aku la nga wala nga ko hi miss hi Nina isi ke me aku ki ngai fa lo fa la me so aku ya o fa senga. But I think that missing gap or that gap that I offer them is just that lava. I think it's basically that when they feel that you are showing love and putting the effort to help support them, that's all that they need. And they'll turn up to class every day.
Because I see that with the students that have come through here, you know, it's still a feeling like, you know, and it's hard. It's hard to try and capture the students at this age. It's hard.
That's right.
You have to have a skill, and that's why I asked. I said, what kind of skill? Because you can turn up to a course every single day, but if you don't connect with those students,
that's
game over.
No, that's it. That's absolutely right. You know, it's hard, but you know, at the end of the day, when you love what you're doing and you're passionate about it, it will show through. It will shine through. As much as whiangale kakiale forkai alfa pe e kalila vau kalungan wing. But they keep me going to work as well. It's just basically me whangale akawa ayo kola wako anga kula unga ka ke fi ngau foi ka ikai whaila ka yangan wenga ia I uan manguia foi la ko ia.
Because that's it, like, you know, our students are out here, but a lot of them at some stage they get to the, you know, what young adults are. They're so disconnected and they're like, oh, you know, trying to find their place. And you know, especially now, man, I tell you, I'm like looking and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that person to kind of, you know, help me and direct me. And that's what you do. And I can see it with the students that are our main students. Oh my goodness. I'm like, can I enroll?
But you know what? It's not just you. It's funny because ngamako mai last week. I really ako Lorenzo from Lorenzo. Man, it's amazing the connection. Oi maka mai ke sole. How can I enroll into your program? Sole oi makuo ke le ba Lorenzo. But you know, it's amazing that connection. And I feel like like you said, you know, there's a lot of this connection in kako young youth now. Because of my lossi ke lau kiro ke fongi. Ngot ke fongi, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But you know, there's that one place also. School's not for everyone. Wal ko ke ko ka mai kiro ke vai foi go drop out to many school because one wale fi fier foi a unga, bele fi fier a unga, bele fi fier foi ka mai ki a. But ole ngan wenga le fa in MSL ke ka ma fa ia encourage la go to come to class because not only a moral qualification but no we wenga amaka nga so ngan wenga as you progress into the to the program, because
a lot of, like mentioned, our children, they are so boko, they are so clever, and you know, even kako whangau, you know, when you show them the phone, they are so clever. They just need someone that little push, and someone that really kind of, yes, at home we've got that mum and dad, but sometimes our children are like a just connect with because they're their mum and dad.
No, that's right.
MSL, Nina will help you through. Look, we love talking. We're just gonna go into a quick break. And right after this, we're going to ask Nina more questions about the course and what they are able to provide our people, because it's important. You know, remember, it's different. So stay tuned, guys. If you've got any questions, send them through. Text it through. Not the number, just the questions.
tau tua ma le au nanga le mo tau sa mo service station nei tona I maki. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale ma le tele o nisi o matu au nanga ese ese. Ai le ngata foi le ma tau te sia ke ina fo ilo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Apa itu yang baik pak ulusa? Awalnya telepon, matu siapa lah yang voice mau lah ucapan. Mulu no posilah dia, mua, tapi lau tak vale Pea out. Mua, tapi lau telefon ni time out ina lau tak vale. Malah bahenga mulu, mana tua fu? Matua I pasa ina lo tau maktapa ai no fuanga papeng. Mata Samoa, ore mata mo Samoa. Mata te fia au na pe mo o Samoa. Aftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Nila wana whailau whaakau. Ili tupele na mai talo for voucher. Nila wana whaakau me te mga oi. Ili voucher. Tai fu se whanau nila tsuai ole. Talo for voucher mo wai whaakau mane ai ole yaso. Ia no whaat.
Welcome back, everyone. Nina from MSL Training. We're thinking, training, here we go.
Yeah.
But no, we're not saying this. We're not saying, you need. We're saying that if you have a youngster, we say, kam kiki, makwa I le fiaru lea onga, e ke whiu e whaakongu, ai e uanga nga kia ia onga, and then go somewhere else.
Yep.
How about try MSL Training? Yes. Nina today is here to talk a little bit about the services that they provide. Also, a massive shout out to Christina Tuwala, who said absolutely 100% a change in mindset. There are so many opportunities out there. Yes, you're right. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Say solo. Thank you so much for your words, your kind words. She said, "Whawhetaila velo le pokalame, ta ua tele mole whanau ma lo lava." Yes, and Nina here is all about fighting, and she's fighting a good fight actually for our community, for our children. She's gone through it, she's experienced it, and now she's going to apply it to our children who don't necessarily want to go to, because a lot of us have different teaching techniques.
Yes.
Trying to get those words out.
Yeah.
MSL Training is a provider in helping so many of our children. In fact, thousands into employment. How have you and your team, the company itself, survived during COVID?
Okay.
So with the MSL Training, so the company has been in business for more than 20 years plus. It's a family-owned business, and since they've been in business, they've employed tutors who, they help support the young ones in terms of their education. Like you mentioned, techniques. But what I found personally there from experience has been employed there, it's again that motherly love or that fatherly love that they are able to gain from MSL Training. So when we moved into COVID, being in business for so long, there was a big shift for MSL Training. Training providers. Not many were prepared for COVID to hit.
Yep.
But with us, we were very fortunate. Ile turn around ole MSL Training to shift our learning onto online learning.
Yep.
And part of that was it made it easier for us. Ole whaingo fia fo'i mane support o whaia onga, and mai sita mai tia onga. They were able to jump on board and got on with the online learning. So we managed to establish Google Classrooms for them, set up Zoom sessions for them as well. But it was easy or a smooth transition because we had that support from tutors and as well as the kamakia onga.
Have you noticed, has there been a decline since COVID or le whingawa ka miki tipi?
We're quite fortunate and blessed here at MSL Training, but because out of COVID, we've seen a boom ile enrollments or inquiries for kangaka le fia waya kulpoka lame. Not only because they're able to adapt to online learning, but also they wanted to look at other options for ia I mekawa o onga, because as many of you have known, a lot of people lost their jobs during COVID, and as a way for them to they looked at upskilling themselves. And as we hit off COVID, a lot of those students who enrolled onto the program, as they completed, they were able to get back into work when we came out of COVID.
See how amazing that is?
Yeah.
It's I mean, yes, okay, it is important to, if your heart and passion, if your heart is for the big, the long term, 3-4 years study, I'm not saying go for it. Go for it. 100% go for it. But if you can see in your child that they're struggling, to try MSL. Try MSL, because remember, not all of our children are the same. And the way that they think and the way that they connect, and maybe the long term may not work for them. So try MSL.
And from experience as well, growing up in Samoa and being Samoan also, Pea, I'm finding that, as you mentioned earlier, we're very talented. And so I'm seeing a lot of our young ones as well moving or shifting into creating business on their own. So if you are passionate about creating a business for yourself, having that extra skill or that certificate. So for instance, if you I've noticed we're very talented in artwork. We've got mekau artwork, mekau susuinga foi or clothing line, and so painting as well. And part of the customer service and retail program that we have, we'll be able to have that as a backup. And even for hospitality, you've got the likes of running your own cafe. Trucks, food trucks or coffee cart sort of thing. And having that extra qualification will help support you.
And was mentioning, talking about extra qualification, we did have the Manu team. We had the Manu team lengai last week. We watched them and we love supporting our sports player.
That's a good one.
I'm just saying,
what
happens what happens when they get hurt or injured during, and these are the things that, yes, sports being a big, massive name up on the screen.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
But how many of our superstars need that extra qualification when they've done
Absolutely.
years of rugby?
Yeah.
They always have to retire, right?
Yeah.
So all
That's
I'm
good.
saying is
That's good. Have a backup option.
have a backup plan.
Wai,
And-
umamero laka pi, ia. Whaasangal up in the sky, girl.
Oh my God! Oh, my lole MSL Training. What every game before every retire.
Ewa ia Richard Gia lalenga umamero All Blacks, whailang pising isi.
Yeah.
But again, it's having that backup plan.
Yeah.
Mo kako kamawhanga. I mean, we're not saying not to encourage those who, can build on their sports career. But
Build
at the
on your
same
sports
time,
career.
have that backup option as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Join our program.
Join MSL. Nina, with so many, I know that a lot of you've got so many students graduating this week. You've got 2 graduations, I believe, this week.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I know, we're very excited and we're very proud as well, Apia. I think it's an achievement or a pinnacle stage for most of our students.
Yeah.
And holding that piece of paper or walking that stage is a very proud moment for them. So for us going through our graduation this week, we've got more than, I think, over 400 graduates.
Yeah.
Among those two ceremonies.
Yeah.
And that was an evidence of their hard work also i MSL Training.
Yeah.
And the outcomes of those students or graduates all vary depending on some of them pursuing further studies, or most of them have attained work or employment. But at the end of the day, ele whaapea umolole course ngai rola i ka whao pe le se whaonganga lo qualification.
Yeah.
Olo o iai whaere whasosoani i le MSL Training. Umololo qualification. Olo o mawhai pe ona o whasosoani atu kau sue me kau sue ia ngan wenga mo whana. Olo umale le qualification po le lako studies. And so we have other providers whangale a le lo i loa whae ka kou apia. Because one, I think ele o lava maanga fo i o kako ka ngaka i le kele o awangoa lai maua. But umale course, there are other external parties that we have on board to help us.
Because I think that's where we struggle as well. A lot of the time, umaloa, qualifications for that's it. But there's that bridge. There is a bridge that there. It's not there, guys. And I tell you, once you're finished studying, that's it. You can buy.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get you a job, but you've just confirmed that's where you have an internal kind of system and say, you've got that assistance, that bridge to help you from graduating and then
and I think that's other good thing, or one of the point of difference in MSL Training Apia, is that you're not only just looking at the piece of paper. Most of the time, as a student back in the days when I was studying, half the time I got sick of writing all the time. But with MSL Training, we not only look at the theory, but we also do a lot of practical assessment. So at the end of the day, no, so we also look at training you with the practical side as well. Because it's not easy. When you're in a classroom, it's a different atmosphere. But and that's what we pride ourselves in, because we do a lot of practical with our students as well.
And I love the practical. I love the practical.
I'm not here with the cocktail.
Yes, I was. I was. Yes, I said I love it. No, and I love it because they get to not only, you're writing, but they get to meet.
Yeah.
And potentially be like, okay, how to use a balele customer service skill they taught in class.
Absolutely.
And how to apply it to everyday real life.
Yeah.
Because you can study, and then when you get into the real life. That's a funny one was like when, because I don't do a lot of cleaning at home, but when I get out to, when I used to work at McDonald's, they got lakua. He goes, can you sweep that? What does sweep mean? Do you know what I'm just saying as an example? you don't know? And I was like, no, I've never had to really clean because Mum was amazing.
Oh, lucky.
Man. Mum, shout out to Mum, and she does everything. And she still does. But yeah, it's that. And I know that our students love to get out and about.
Yeah.
But are comfortable with their own peers.
Absolutely.
To do it. 'Cause the girls that were here, they loved being together, and especially with Mama as well.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
awesome. She's amazing.
Yeah, that connection is real.
It is. It is, because it goes a long way, you know, and it also goes on to, it shows in the work that you do as well, because like you mentioned, it's that connection, and it does portray onto the work that the students do.
And it's free.
It is for free.
We love free stuff. Free giveaway today on BluTable Talanoa. It's MSL Training.
Oh, thank you.
Sis, before we wrap everything up, what has been the one thing that's motivated you to do what you do that you are so passionate about to help a whole world of Pacific, our community out there, because it's I know what it's like.
Yeah.
And I know what our people are like sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
The battles.
Yes, absolutely. But my biggest why is when I started this role with the MSL training. First and foremost, my biggest why is my daughter and my family. Ensuring that, at the end of the day, when she grows up too, she's open to these opportunities as well. But and next to that, what my biggest motivation is I want to see a lot of our whānau and a lot of our community succeed out there in New Zealand or in the world, whatever platform that they are in. That's my ultimate goal. Any way that I can to help support them, either it can be through upping them with their decision making, or ensuring that as they finish the course that they're out there working.
Yeah,
that's what I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
It's giving back to my community.
Amen to that, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I want to help my child out. These are the details here. Get in contact with MSL Training right here, their handle. And also, so the website, please, Nina.
Yeah, so our website that you can visit us or have a live chat with myself or Tui is www.msltraining.co.nz. Pe te wala au tu fo numero o vau te lau. No fa tolu valo. Pe email tu fo le info@msltraining.co.nz.
Oh, you know what? And I love it's about helping our community. Lewa fi ngawa nina e ka mawhai sa ilise a wala e maua ele manguia for all of our children.
Yeah.
Because not all of our children can or have that patience to endure long-term studies. But it is important, everyone. So, look, Nina, thank you so much. I know it's school holidays, so do you, before we close it off? No, I'm like looking at something. No, wait. Before we close off, what is? Do you have any tips for any of our parents at home with regards to holiday programs or any activities to help that smooth transition for 2 weeks? Because I'm struggling. I'm like,
no. It's funny that you mentioned that, because I think for my top tip is look at the freebies, look at the free stuff that you're able to use. Check out the malls, check out look online, because there's a lot of free stuff that you can tap into. It doesn't, like I make you for nowadays, as long as they'll buy into it. Yeah. But for me, I look at a lot of free events online, either via Facebook or on different websites, just to take my daughter out.
Yeah. Well, I know that a lot of our children nowadays, they love animals. And I hear that there's an exhibition at the museum. And I think it's either free or a gold coin donation. I know that our manager normally takes her children, so she'll be taking her children there as well. But if you can't afford it, there's a lot of pet shops in Manukau Mall.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just load up the van and just pretend that you're shopping for. And if you want, goldfish is cheap. Pe o mai 5 kala.
I think so.
Kale kua le pepa. Kua le pepa. Pa fie. Bring alua vai aso ya pigi mo. Look, it's been an absolute honor. I just wanted to get some tips because I'm struggling too as a mum. Absolute honor having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, if you need help, you already know MSL Training. A massive thank you, whawhetai lava, to our sponsors, because the truth is, without our sponsors, ele mawhai fo inga, you know, ngā whaalu le pokalami le, and we won't be able to provide you with the information to assist and to help, you know, build our community so that it's better for the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely, girl.
Sharing the love. Yeah, sharing the love. Tomorrow, we have, guess who we have? You all have seen the viral video go out. We have Rachel Stowers tomorrow to talk about her, how, you know,
5 minutes fame.
Her 5 minutes of fame on that field when the security card couldn't tackle her down. We've got Rachel in tomorrow to talk about what was going through her head that time. Like, I heard she's from Vaimoso, so big ups to Vaimoso because, man, you built that lady and she's strong. So shout out to Vaimoso as well. So tune in tomorrow. We have Ella, the Siva with Ella, and also the viral video, Rachel Stowers, tomorrow to talk us through what's going on and how she managed to fend off that security guard from the Maru game. That's it from us here on BluTable Talanoa. Thank you, Whawhetai Lavanina, for making the time for our viewers. Asiasa show right up after this. Stay tuned. God bless everyone.
God bless everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Esquire, baby. Rex, J Sands.
Let's go.
Oh, say I'm say you are complete to me, I get you. By the way that you move and the way that you smile. Say, oh my Dorima, baby, you be giving your hand, I'll take you anywhere. You give me something that I never had. Cause you care, but about to me and the family. Say, why you waiting on me to talk to you? Yeah, I'ma listen what y'all say. Yeah, don't move out in the come here. Yeah, they on the layout, oh, dirty wine, girl, dirty wine. Yeah, say, I'm not in, they not the fight to get out. Say,